What's up, heroes? Hello, hello, hello. This time I'm not coming to you guys live because I am here and I did want to do this live. Actually, I really did want to do this live. However, as I said again in my tweet, I was feeling kind of tired and I have a very important mission today. So I needed to get up all the rest that I could in order to do my mission. But before I head on to my mission, I really wanted to make time for this. I want to do a reaction to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And thankfully, I was honestly kind of worried because when I saw that, I remembered, I forgot it was a direct. And then I saw how much time there was in the YouTube video, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, this is kind of lengthy. Maybe I should save it for later. Excuse me. But then I scrubbed through a little bit, and it looks like they just didn't trim out the waiting time part. So, thankfully, it is short enough that I can squeeze it into the time I have right now. Excuse me. Wow. Even in recorded pre-recorded videos, we have scuff. But anyway, I'm so excited about this. Now, as you can see, there's a really lovely, like really nice poster over here, and one of the things a lot of people were concerned about is the art direction of the movie. And safe to say, if nothing else, the movie is gonna look amazing. Look at this like art direction behind me. Look at this amazing art style that like captures the feel of the game while still being its own unique thing. Like I love the texture work for it. I love the city design is amazing. Look, I was watching a breakdown of this poster by a YouTuber called Arlo, and I really love the comments him and his editor made about the poster. Because if you look at the city, like again, the city design is amazing. Look at how they incorporated the pipes into their normal everyday life, which I really like because that's also a thing they did in the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom like battle games. And I thought it was like really cool that they incorporated that in that way, and that's so sick. I love like all the references here, the antique store that's selling like 8-bit retro stuff, all the toads that are like walking around. The toads look great, by the way. I really like how expressive the toads look and the models look so far. Oh no, I am also lagging. Even in recording. Wow, I'm so sorry. But yeah, what else did I want to say about this in the preamble before we just jump right into it? Well, yeah, a lot of people were concerned about how good or how bad this movie would be, and I gotta say I'm cautiously optimistic just because, well, for one, I know Illumination gets a bad rap because of uh the minions, but I do think they have a knack for storytelling, or at least like really good like visual design. So if nothing else, it would look really good. But I do trust them somewhat as long as they focus solely on telling a good story, because they were able to do that with like the first two Despicable Me's. Before they just kept like you know pushing out like Minions movies. They actually have like a track record of doing like really good like heartfelt movies, and it may not be the best, but they do know how to tell a story, and I'm cautiously optimistic about that. And there are of course a lot of other concerns, and there's a lot that we can discuss about it, but I do understand where everybody's coming from in how they're not that positive about what this movie will be, and this trailer is really what's gonna set the expectations of people moving forward. And I'm excited to see what this is gonna bring. And for the cast, the cast took me aback the first time I saw it. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but then like I gave it some thought, and I'm actually pretty much sold on most of the cast. It's just that I really want to hear what Chris Pratt's going to do as Mario, and there's a few other characters here as well that I'm not that sure of. But I want to give them a fair shot to like show me what to see what what they're going to do with these characters. Jack Black, I see a lot of like the divisiveness as this casting as Bowser. I think a lot of people really like it, or are just like, no, it's not gonna fit, and they're just like making fun of like how he's just gonna sound like Po from Kung Fu Panda. But I think Jack Black as Bowser is actually gonna be really good, solely because I've seen other movies he's been in where it's not where he's still playing comedic roles, but there's a lot more depth and seriousness to it. School of Rock has convinced me that Jack Black would be great as playing like a father kind of character. And to me, Bowser's always one of Bowser's most defining traits has been is how good of a dad he is to Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. So I think if the movie decides to highlight traits like that in Bowser's character, I think Jack Black's got it down. If nothing else, Jack Black really knows how to play it up as like a very big kind of character, and Bowser is very bombastic and like loud and charismatic. So yeah, I believe he's got that down pat. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is just hilarious. I think it's either it unironically fits or it ironically fits, which I find funny in both ways. Honestly, I think it might be both at the same time. Charlie Day is Luigi. When I looked up who Charlie Day was and realized he's the guy from all those memes that keep showing up around, and I saw how manic he is in most of his performance, I'm like, yeah, no, that he's perfect for Luigi. As long as he can channel that manic energy into more of what we know Luigi as, I think he'd be perfect. Uh, the I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name, Anya Taylor-Joy. I think that's her name, right? As Princess Peach, I saw the chess Netflix thing she was in. I think she'd be good. Honestly, excuse me. I haven't seen anything else she's in, so I'm sorry if I don't know like a better example of like what kind of role she's had in the past that's like closer to Princess Peach, but yeah, Charles Martinet is in this movie. I'm hoping the cameos he's as are Wario and Waluigi. I think that'll be funny. Or at least I hope they give him a respectable cameo of some kind, since he is here in the movie. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, Nintendo Direct, Super Mario Bros. Movie. Let's just jump right in there. That spent way too much like just talking here with no like background noise at all. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm just really excited, and I hope it doesn't lag while we're actually in that part. Anyway, scuff aside, let's just jump right into it, okay? I think I have proper audio levels for this. No, I accidentally started the music. There we are. Oh man, this is so exciting! Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm so hyped. There it is. Yeah, I think I have the proper audio levels for this. The Nintendo Direct is surprisingly loud. Man, this is so surreal. Doing a reaction video.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. As we previously mentioned,
Hello,
in
Mr.
today's
Miyamoto.
Nintendo Direct, we'll reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie for the very first time. This
Let's
Nintendo
go.
Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con.
Oh, that's
Hello, New
insane.
York Comic Con.
They must have been going
It's
wild
been
over
nearly
there.
40 years since the original Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today,
Wow, it's
lots
been
of
that
people
long.
around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much.
Man, that would be an amazing feeling to have like a game this
the world
big.
of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie.
Oh
We've
yeah.
been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production.
Yeah, they announced it
The
in like
time flew
2017,
by
if I recall.
as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters and world. Now, I'd like
It
to
does
hear
look
from
like they have a
Chris-san,
vision.
my good friend and
the
great
poster
partner
there.
for the movie. Let's bring him in. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san.
I was hoping it was
I am
Chris Pratt.
speaking on behalf of our directors, Michael Jelinek, Aaron
Okay.
Horvath, and the entire Illumination crew of artists. When I tell you that producing the Super Mario Brothers movie with you and
you
your
have-
team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege.
They have the
Our
mushroom, the question
crew
block,
is
the people
filled
from
with
Sing,
Mario fanatics,
Minions.
and they're bringing the very best of
And
their
the Secret
talent
Life
to
of
this
Pets in the
film
background.
every day. Next week, we complete animation.
Oh, Gru on the bottom
We're
left.
knee-deep into
Oh,
lighting
wow. Next
and
week?
compositing. Composer Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11 days. He's been
insane.
working hand-in-hand with Koji Kondo to integrate
Koji
classic
Kondo?
themes from the game into
Oh, that's
the film
sick!
score.
Music's in good
Miyamoto-san,
hands.
It's been over 7 years since we first started talking
Over
about making this
7
movie
years.
together. And it is thrilling to finally
insane.
be here to show
Yeah.
the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct.
I'm loving how
and at New
transparent
York
they are.
Comic-Con.
They're giving us so much details on like the current
Miyamoto-san,
progress. It's
shall
nice.
we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Chris-san.
Are they gonna be
Now,
talking here?
I'll introduce two
Live?
of the stars
Please?
from this movie.
Please? Oh my gosh.
Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really
English
fun movie.
version voice cast. Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
Growing up,
Chris
man, I
Pratt!
spent hours of my life stomping Koopas
It's Chris
in the
Pratt!
original Mario Brothers arcade game
Yo,
and my
all the way
local
back. He's talking about the arcade.
laundromat. And then, of course, it came out on Nintendo, and I played that. I mean, maybe years of my life.
That's
It's
insane.
an honor, truly, to be able to speak to the man who created those memories for me.
Honestly, I also wanted to mention this. I feel kind of bad that a lot of people are already like hating so much on Chris Pratt for being Mario's voice, and I get it. It's kind of weird that Chris Pratt is Mario. It's like it's kind of a weird casting choice, and then he was also casted. Oh my gosh, the lag! I'm so what? How are we? Okay, how are we lagging when the thing is paused? Sorry. Okay, my train of thought. Okay, and I get it, I get it. I'm not saying people can't be upset or like confused as to why Chris Pratt was like announced as, Mario and like Garfield and like, almost like back to back. And I get it, I get it. It's kind of weird. And of course, celebrity casting over like video game casting has always been a weird thing. Even the Sonic movie was hit with it. We didn't get the game Sonic's VA for movie Sonic, but fortunately we were able to keep Tails' game VA in the second movie. However, not to say that the VAs for Sonic and Knuckles in the movies are like bad or anything. They're amazing, especially Idris Elba's Knuckles. Man, that guy like really hit amazing portrayal of Knuckles there. Big props to the writing team there and for Idris Elba for acting as Knuckles. But yeah, that being said though, just because. And I get it. It's on. We do have Charles Martinet working on this movie, and it's a bit unfortunate that we don't have him voicing Mario and Luigi. And I understand. Like it's upsetting for like big fans of the series, and like it is. I don't want to like speak on like what happens behind the scenes. I don't want to call it unfair or like say it. No, it was like it's okay or stuff like that. It's not my place to say. But I'm just kind of sad because like I didn't realize it's been a whole year since more than a year actually since the announcement of the cast list, and Chris Pratt seems genuinely happy to be in this role. So sad people are already like giving him flack for it without even hearing his performance. But yeah, I'm going into it with an open mind just because I want to be fair to the actors, and if they got the roles, they probably got it for a reason. Even though like of course. Celebrity voices get a lot of like a big leg up in like getting cast in animated movies, excuse me. But they still have to act for it. It's not like they're getting these guys just because of their names. They're also good actors, and they probably also still auditions. I want to respect the process and like how they got here.
And it's an honor to work alongside. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario. That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge. As in the film, I must face off against an utterly ruthless scene stealer. Every great hero needs a diabolical enemy, and I promise you, I could not have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great
Oh man,
hilarious.
is Jack Black gonna be here?
Supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Let's go.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me.
He's wearing Bowser colors.
Well, you've been dreaming about playing Mario. I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on.
Yeah,
This
he's
flowing mane doesn't just appear overnight. Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire?
Let's
I
go.
had to go learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Yeah.
All this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud to have been
this
able
is
to collaborate
insane.
with you and Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire Nintendo and Illumination team on this cinematic experience. One that
This is
will
gonna be
make its
amazing.
mark on Mario fandom forever. Much love. Peace out.
This is gonna be crazy.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san. All right then. Thank you all for waiting. Let's press the start button.
Here it is. I'm going in full screen mode, guys. Here it is. Oh wow, that looks amazing. Yo! I'm so sorry for not recording at a higher quality, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, man. Ooh, whoa. Sound design's nice. Oh my gosh! That's... Wait, what kingdom is this? What kingdom's Bowser invaded? Ooh, the lava, the big Bowser head. I'm glad Bowser... It looks like they're really maintaining Bowser's look as well, so that's really nice.
Behold,
Oh, these guys
the
look...
king of the Koopas!
These guys look great. Kamek's voice fits very well, and there's Bowser! Oh, the tail. Oh, okay, what's gonna about? Oh my gosh, wow, that's... I like this. Oh, they also...
Open the gates!
Okay, okay. Yo, wait, hold on, sorry. I got distracted by this. This over here, when he walks by these guys. This because it's so cool, yes! They have unique looking Koopas, like in the Super Mario RPG games. Unique character designs, which, you know, I guess I should have expected. The Toads all look pretty unique, apart from, you know, just the typical color differences of their hats.
Open the gates!
And clothes. Okay, whose kingdom is this? It's a snowy kingdom. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry for the lag issues. Wait, is that a penguin suit or a penguin? Ice Cap Kingdom? I think there was one called Ice Cap Kingdom in the Odyssey game, right? Maybe this is it? The color scheme of this penguin reminds me of that ice level in Super Mario Bros. Super Mario 64. Why did I say Super Mario? Oh, it is the penguins from that place. Okay. So this is Bowser like taking over like different kingdoms, I guess. So he can have the 8 worlds. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh no, what the flip? Yo, they hit him with an ice block!
That is but a taste of our fury.
Wait, was that an ice block? Got hit by it? Was that an ice block or a big snow pile of shit? It looked like it hurt though.
That is but a taste of our fury.
Oh no, do they have any other weapons?
Yield.
I do not.
I really liking Bowser's voice. Oh my gosh, yo! Oh no, their entire castle is made of ice.
Found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Oh man, that's so good. Oh Mario, yo! What's Mario gonna sound? Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to hear what Mario sounds like. That was so cool. Well, first time in Mushroom Kingdom?
What is this place?
Okay. Sounds pretty normal so far. Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Okay, wait, okay. Wait, no, don't tell me that's it. Wait. I wanted to hear more of his voice, bro. Oh my gosh, it's dry bones! Luigi! That's so cool.
I want to thank.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's a lot I want to talk about, but there's not. Oh, they didn't give us that much more as well. This looks cool, but Mario's voice. Okay, I was really hoping for like either like, if not an Italian accent, more like the Brooklyn one that Mario has in some media. However, I'm just glad he's not exactly like Chris Pratt's voice. But this is only a 2 voice lines, and he speaks so softly that we can't really grasp how he sounded like a normal conversation.
Mushroom King.
Yeah, the characters look great. I remember when the face leaked, a lot of people were kind of off-put by Mario's look. I think Princess Peach's face also leaked. So people were kind of off-put by it, and I was kind of as well, but not because I thought it looked bad. It was just because the faces are different, and the same thing. To a lesser extent, it happened with the Toads as well. Not that I was off-put by them, but I did notice that their faces were different, and that's because the models are way more expressive here. Not to say it's not expressive at all in the current games, but like it's, you know, the difference between like animating for like a big budget movie and, you know, animating in games. There's like different things that go into like designing characters to make sure that they can be able to render on screen properly, you know?
That one's perfectly fine.
Yeah, look at this Toads. The Toads are so expressive, and look at that, even a brow ridges. That's so cool.
I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
It's so cool.
Come on, Mario!
Yeah, look at Mario, like very expressive
Kingdom,
face.
here we come.
Yeah, okay, it is a very unique voice. Like, see, when you're hearing him like talk a bit louder, he doesn't really sound like Chris Pratt, which is good. I didn't want him to like sound. I didn't want it to just be his normal voice. I really need to hear him speak a bit more. You know, I want to hear him in a conversation. Same thing with Bowser. I wanted to reserve judgment on Bowser's voice until I heard him like say like longer than like a few words or something. And when Jack Black was going off here in this portion here,
Now who's gonna stop me?
like, I think that's a good Bowser voice because Bowser's voice is kind of had a weird history as well, where there's like two very different like takes for it where he when he was speaking. I think this one's a good in between.
Found it. Now
There's a nice growl to it that sounds very Bowser. Ooh, look at the scale details on Bowser. That's so good.
who's gonna stop me?
Oh, that sounds nice. Now I'm kind of like, okay, this is kind of a missed opportunity when he says I was hoping he would say here we go. Well, the logo looks nice as well. Charlie Day is exactly how I expected him to sound like in Luigi.
I want to
At least from
thank
his
all
screen.
of you for being
I
part
wanna
of
hear
this
him talk
moment
as well.
with us, and we're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to it too. What do you think will happen during Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom? Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches.
All
I
right.
hope you're looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a
Ooh, I
great
can't wait for
experience
that trailer.
watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters. You'll get to
This is
see
gonna
the
be-
Mushroom
I'm really
Kingdom
excited,
on the
honestly.
big screen. Look closely, and you'll spot things in all sorts of places.
Oh, I like
This
that.
film can
I
be
like that.
enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for today. We'll see you next spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
Next spring, man, that's crazy. Me and Unstoppables are definitely gonna go out and watch this together. It's gonna be man, that's insane. Yeah, me and Unstoppables are definitely gonna go out and watch this together. It's gonna be a really fun, that's gonna be a really fun yeah, day out, I guess. Yeah. Ah, man, this is really exciting. Okay, I'm glad that for one thing, it confirms that they really are focused on telling a story and not just doing the typical mandated kids movie stuff. And there might still be elements of that. Even Sonic Movie 2, despite its heavier focus on telling an actual Sonic story, still fell into a few traps of the mandated dance battle sections and stuff like that. And yeah, studio. But I'm hoping that since we do have Nintendo so heavily in on this, that and what did happen with the first Mario Bros movie, this there won't be that much of it. I mean, a lot of people. I remember leading up to this. A lot of people kept making their own fake trailers, and I thought those were. I loved every single one of them. All of the script, all of the ones I read, all of the trailer descriptions people made were always hilarious. I highly recommend checking them out if you want to. There's a bunch on Twitter or on YouTube comments discussing the Mario Bros. Movie, on what the trailer would be like, and I think it's really funny. I'm really glad about this trailer. It shows us they're really trying to tell us a story, and I'm excited, honestly. Oh man, it just looks so cool. It looks like they're really putting a lot of attention into bringing out the lore of the games. Bringing out what people really like about the games. The sense of adventure of it, seeing different kingdoms, seeing all these characters, and I'm so glad that all the Koopas don't all look the same. Because I really like that about the Paper Mario and Super Mario RPG series. And sorry, I haven't been calling it the Super Mario. I can't even remember if they had unique minions in Super Mario RPG. I was just trying to refer to the entire RPG series as a whole, because for most of those games they have unique designs for characters. And I really like those. I really like that. It really fleshes out the world, shows that they're actual people living here. And this looks so interesting. So it looks like Bowser's castle right now is a flying fortress, and I think they're mixing the whole cavernous stone castle aesthetic with the airships Bowser typically has. And it looks like he's just going around dragging this airship with a bunch of lava and like dropping it in front of different like kingdoms to like steal his power stars. And I think what we're seeing here is the conquest of the eight worlds of him like building up his like eight kingdom world. Uh Eight kingdoms I mean, sorry. And then the final one would be, excuse me, Princess Peach's castle. So it's either he's gonna kidnap Princess Peach for power or because she likes Princess Peach, or both, honestly. I'm not sure what direction they're gonna go with in the movie. It looks like, I don't know. Okay, we didn't see them and we didn't get like any casting information about them, but I think maybe Bowser Jr. won't be a character in the story just yet. Maybe it's just gonna focus on. It kind of seems like it's an origin movie of some kind, and I'm kind of worried about it being an origin story as well. I don't want to spend most of the movie without Mario being Mario. However, I did recently watch a video by Artsy Omni, and he was discussing about how he did done a Mario Bros movie and what are the obstacles that you'd have to face in making one. And I remember him discussing how in a Mario Bros movie, one of the key things you should like adapt from the games is the sense of progression. You know, the sense of progression of the player and getting better at controlling Mario and doing all these like cool tricks and stuff like that, and the skill that you accumulate. And an origin movie really lends itself to that, so we can see Mario go from plumber to hero of Mushroom Kingdom. And that might be the case here. And I'm it's not like I'm not okay with that. It's just that I want to see Mario do Mario stuff, you know? Like the Sonic movie, we had to wait through the first like, okay, I really liked I really like Sonic 1 and 2, the movies, right? I really like them. But in the series, unfortunately the movie series kind of suffers from the fact that one, again, like had a bunch of like those, you know, typical kids movie stuff happen, and it's unfortunate that we spend so much of the first movie of Sonic not doing Sonic things, you know? And it's cool to have an origin story for him and his like rivalry with Dr. Robotnik, but I'm just worried that, you know, this movie would spend too much time building Mario into Mario. Like, I'm okay with it being a Mario origin story. I just hope that Mario still does Mario things, but maybe he's just not good at doing Mario things yet. And by the end of the movie, that's when he gets like he becomes Super Mario, you know? I'm just hoping it finds a good balance with it, if it is like a strict origin movie of some kind. However, when Mario did show up, Toad did know who Mario was, although that's probably like a jump cut kind of thing. They probably have a conversation in between him showing up, Mario being confused, Toad warning of a mushroom, then realizing it's just a normal one. And then they talk, and then Toad's like, okay, I'll bring you to the Mushroom Kingdom, or something like that. I just realized, wait a minute. Was that? Hold on, let me go back. Who? Because there'd be a bunch of Toads in this movie, right? Was that Keegan Michael Key? Because that's the role he's listed as. Hold on, let me. I'm on. Wait, what? I'm kind of confused. Hold on. Was that him? I didn't recognize his voice. Hold on. Wait, why can't I select? Oh, okay.
One's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I think that is him.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on!
Okay, on the screaming bits, that really sounds like him. Like from his sketches, I think. I think that has to be him. I mean, why would they open up the trailer with a random Toad that's not the Toad that's in the cast list, you know? I think that is him.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
Okay, I can't tell if he's making a voice or if they're pitch shifting him. Actually, no, sorry. I can tell he's making a voice, because there's parts where you don't hear the pitch shifting. But I think it's like a combination of making a voice, like talking in a higher register, and then you're also pitch shifting him somewhat to like give him that Toad quality, especially in the screams.
Come on, Mario! Touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Yeah, I really, I kind of like how they kept the Toads like, kind of like thing. You can hear the like warble or wobble, I guess, in the voice. Oh, when he's like screaming. Oh my gosh. Hold on, wait a minute. This is a frame.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Oh man, sorry. Wow. The textures really got me, and like
I'm
with
sorry.
like the
That
butterflies
one's
flying in the
perfectly
background.
fine. Come on, Mario!
I want. Okay, so by the way, I really like that they did like "Don't touch that mushroom, you'll die" kind of thing. It's a reference to how in some games there is like a bad mushroom that will like, kill you. It's like a purple mushroom, and I think in Super Mario Bros. 2, the Japanese one, it first shows up in a similar position to the first mushroom in the first game. It's meant to psych you out and trick you. Because back then the colors were still the same. I think it was still a red mushroom. The difference was it has a skull on it, or it might have not even had the skull on it yet. But it's pretty funny. Like they trick you out with a poison mushroom.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfect.
Wow.
Touch that mushroom!
So other than I never noticed this when during the face leak, but somebody pointed it out as well that Mario has a collar now, and I actually really like that. Makes a bit more sense for Mario and Luigi to be wearing actual like collared shirts than just like a rounded like a round neck like long sleeve.
Do not touch that
Let's see.
mushroom, you'll die!
Mario also has look at his cakes, man. That's pretty cool. It's a nice different like variation on his shoes. I think I'm gonna go watch this movie dressed as Luigi. Because I already have like half a Luigi costume.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
Man, look at the textures, it's so cool.
Come on, Mario!
No, I'm excited about
Kingdom,
this.
Here we come.
Yeah, okay, listening to like him saying Mushroom Kingdom, here we come, I do notice the accent a bit more. And I kinda like it. It's a bit subdued. I'm hoping it's a bit more noticeable in other lines. But again, it's just 2 lines of dialogue. I'm not gonna judge him for it. It's it is what it is. It's what got put into this cut of the trailer. I mean, Jack Black didn't even really get that many like the lines for Bowser aren't actually like that. Also, like they don't really. They're not as They're more like these are clearly just like how I want to say it. Like I'm not saying what I mean is that these aren't really the lines that you're gonna look at and be like, yeah, that's how you can tell how good their performance is. These are just lines in the movie that were cut together for this trailer. Excuse me.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Being said, man, that's such a good Bowser voice. I'm really impressed with Jack Black's Bowser, which I knew was be good. Chris Pratt's Mario, I'm liking the sound of it so far. I'd like to hear some more before I cast some judgment. But yeah, that's what the next trailers are for. Until then, though, I'm really excited. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the trailer like I did. And I want to hear your discussions as well about the movie. Let's keep it civil, and we can all disagree. At the end of the day, we can all disagree, and that's what's cool because we can learn a lot from the disagreements and like what other people like and what other people don't like. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll try to reply to like some of you guys if I see any comments. And until next time, heroes, let's keep it running.